Bodied is a cinematic, thought-provoking, hilarious, and intense masterpiece. You might know it as the movie that Eminem produced, or the movie with Dez from Austin and Ally.
Hey! You know I have stage fright. What if they turn off all the cameras and everyone in the audience goes like this?
No way, I can't do this.
No, it's really easy. Just go left and then right. Left and then right.
Or even the movie that has all the battle rappers starring in it. When I first heard about this movie, I heard that there was Calum as the lead, and the film was about battle rap. Immediately, I inferred that it was a ripoff of 8 Mile. After watching it, it was over 1,000 times the movie 8 Mile was. The movie follows Adam Merkin, a progressive grad student who becomes an accidental battle rapper after encountering Ben Grimm, a respected icon in the merciless subculture of poetic personal insults. This film is among my favorites of all time. It had such a creative, brilliant idea for a story and theme that it strived for, and did it excellently that gives me goosebumps every single time that I watch it. The pacing is perfect, the balance of themes is well executed, the performances are outstanding, and the directing is pure art. The director, Joseph Kahn, has been directing music videos for over 3 decades. He's directed for many big artists like Taylor Swift, Britney Spears, Eminem, Backstreet Boys, Imagine Dragons, Lady Gaga, Rob Thomas, Snoop Dogg, Chris Brown, Kelly Clarkson, Ava Max, Mariah Carey, and Destiny's Child. The directing of this movie works so well for the movie's tone. When Adam's surrounded by overly sensitive, privileged, ignorant people, he's surrounded by low-contrast, high-key lighting. When he's surrounded by rap battlers in a world where absolutely anything goes in free speech, he's surrounded by high-contrast, low-key lighting. The movie has a striking use of color, like all the scenes where almost everything is red, hinting that something bad is going to happen. There's a black cat in the background of several scenes, implying that Adam is headed down a journey of bad luck.
Winner, even,
In the club,
They're all really big. And they have lawns. You really from New York, huh?
rap names going up against the ultimate juggernaut of the sea on the spot.
No.
Since this is a YouTube original movie about rap battles, it feels like watching a rap battle on YouTube with the choices of editing, nearly 16:9 aspect ratio, and stock sound effects.
I'll get raised by Pops. Monkey's uncle.
The way the camera is handheld during the intense scenes is spot on. Any good movie is the result of a good director and a good script. The movie is filled to the brim with amazing rap battles, most of which were written by actual battle rapper and writer Alex Larson, or known by his stage name, Kid Twist. Joseph Kahn seeked him to write this movie because he went to college specifically for writing. It's remarkable that a lot of the battle rappers were played by real-life battle rappers such as Dumbfoundead, Dizaster, Hollow Da Dawn, Loaded Lux, Roan, Conceited, Big T, and Pat Stay, who, by the way, was sadly stabbed to death just 2 years ago. Rest in peace. Some of these roles you can tell were written for specific battle rappers, and they even got to write their own battle verses. There are way too many examples of creative rhymes and genius wordplay for me to name them all. Pure creativity and genius put these words together like a giant master puzzle. The reason why rap stands out from other genres is because it has no notes, no melodies, and all the attention is focused solely on the lyrics. That's why I get disappointed in the direction today's rap is headed. People seem to only be listening for the instrumental. The rapper is either mumbling or the compression of their voice just makes them indiscernible. Rap went from musical poetry to a poor excuse to become famous for having no talent. That's why I consider rappers like Kendrick Lamar, Juice WRLD, and J. Cole to be the best modern-day poets. In Bodied, every line has you hooked, even if you don't understand it. The ones that you do understand have such strength and ingenuity that it's guaranteed to impress, shock, amuse, and or excite you. Even outside the raps, the dialogue just does everything right. It engages you in the conversation, includes subtext that isn't said out loud, makes you laugh, makes you cry, and feels natural. And it couldn't have been done right if they weren't delivered with such prowess. Which leads me to my next point. I once heard someone criticize the movie saying it had terrible acting. This movie has tons of spot-on performances that blew my mind. Not a single actor breaks character once, the emotional purgation is never confusing, and it all feels completely natural. Calum Worthy perfectly captures the socially awkwardness, intellect, and weakness of Adam. Jackie Long isn't afraid to go for it in every scene he's in, and perfectly portrays Ben Grimm's sternness, vulnerability, and pure heart. After watching the movie, be honest, if you saw Rory Uphold, the actress who played Maya, you'd probably want to slap her. That's a mark of not only great writing, but also great acting. And you're probably thinking, oh man, these battle rappers can't act because they're just battle rappers. Well, if you think about it, battle rappers, by all means, are actors. They have to memorize their lines, improvise, project their voices, use physicality in their deliveries, and time correctly. Perhaps the best performance in the whole movie was by an actress who was only in one scene. I'm talking about Candice Renee as Jas.
Isn't because of all the women bashing and stuff. I just thought you may be against it because it portrays a certain negative image.
I see we got no respectability politics ass motherfucker at the table. No, I got it. You really want to sit here and spout off about negative image when we both know that no matter how much money he makes, no matter how well he speaks, no matter how many suits he puts on, he can still go out and get shot in the street by the police for no reason. That I can have the same fate that my daughter can. So if he's gonna make money by battling and put food on this here table with the talents that God has given him, oh, you damn right I'ma support him. No matter how many of y'all little white boys come up in here talking about how negative it might be.
You live in Rockridge, it's the safest neighborhood in Oak.
Damn it! I can't believe I just had to black-splain some shit to you in my own damn house.
Maybe that's all white people need, is just to have someone explain stuff to us.
So it's not enough that this country was literally built off of our oppression, but now that we get an iota of freedom, we gotta go explaining that same oppression back to y'all. No, not tonight, Satan. I need to go make me some tea. And Oz, I love you. But if you think that MC microaggression here is spending one night under this here roof, both of y'all can go find yourselves a hotel room where you can discuss black on black crime together.
Calling this bad acting is like calling Michael Jackson a bad singer. She delivers with such intent and passion that you can tell she means what she says. Not only is the delivery perfect, but the monologue itself is. Well, technically it's not a monologue since Adam has a couple lines in between it, but I'm going to refer to it as one. It hammers the nail in the head about so many problems in society towards black people. If you've ever heard some idiot say, if black people acted less ghetto, there wouldn't be police brutality, recite this monologue. And let me tell you, this is an example of a good monologue as opposed to the monologue in Barbie, which is an example of a bad monologue. America Ferrera is a great actress. She understands her characters and gives the energy to make it believable. She's evidently doing her best, but if you want to fail at writing a monologue that's supposed to be feminist and progressive, take notes from Barbie. She lists things that are a reach, she says things that you can easily debunk, and the words don't sound confident on paper, and it comes off as trivializing men's problems to boost women. Everything Jas is saying is true and warranted. You can't help but sympathize with her frustrations, and it's so well spoken. So what is this movie's theme? Maybe at first it can seem like something else, but when you stop and think about it, it's clear as day. People must understand the difference between harmless words and hurtful words.
The idea is that you think yourself as a free speech absolutist, but then you want to test the waters and see how far can you take free speech. Is there a point that free speech is too much? Where's that line? Where's the sanction and where's the limit? And that was really what battle rap was to me. What I saw was a mechanism to really explore, the very far reaches of free speech.
I think this theme is demonstrated brilliantly multiple times throughout the film. Adam understands the culture that he's a big fan of, unlike the students at Berkeley. These people shame Adam and say that he appropriates black culture while criticizing it, saying it's misogynistic and promotes violence.
Okay. Something that I'll never understand about this rap stuff is, they shoot this, shoot that, shoot the dog, shoot the grandma. Talk about contributing your own stereotypes.
And these people are privileged and giving their own privileged perspective on the culture that they don't understand, and appropriate it at the same time.
You know what? My inner proud black woman says, fuck all you bitches.
So wait, Robert can literally claim to be a black woman, but you don't think that that's racist?
Just like real life, you see people go to conclusions that aren't even remotely close to the truth.
He's expressing the well-known historic affinity between gay and black culture, Adam.
Don't be such a fucking homophobe.
She is ready to turn this into bien den fou, and the Jewish Law Students Association is already filing a harassment lawsuit against the campus.
I didn't say anything about Jewish people.
Well, that may well be, but many members of the JSLA are dating members of the Asian American Association. So what do you have against interracial relationships?
Huh?
When Adam decides to make Asian jokes in his verse, the Asian guy in question admires his creativity and innovation in his bars.
You had some creative Asian shit. Motherfuckers come at me with hella corny jokes. But you did them well, bro.
You think?
Shit, at least you knew I was Korean instead of calling me chink the whole time. As far as I'm concerned, that's culturally sensitive by battle rap standards.
But how does the overly sensitive Berkeley student Body react?
Cause you really don't know what you're fucking with, like you had a one-night stand in Thailand. Faggot!
Resist the understandable urge to tear his layers from his body.
Also in the sushi restaurant scene, Ben Grimm, Divine Wright, and Shay Leone make jokes about untrue stereotypes that obviously shouldn't legitimately offend someone.
You a walking Asian stereotype, bro. You probably fought like 50 ninjas on the way here, huh?
Drove a Civic and drift the whole way.
It must be hella hard to write the customer's checks in that crazy-ass calligraphy.
But Adam makes an insensitive joke about real history.
What do you do after work? Go home, pretend to rape your grandma?
Yo.
What the fuck, bro?
You know, because you're Korean, but you're pretending to be Japanese. And Japan occupied Korea for a long time, and they committed a lot of atrocities. I thought we were roasting them.
We was talking some ignorant Asian shit. Then you went and brought his real history into it.
This shows the viewer the difference between something funny and something offensive. Something that could actually hurt someone's feelings because of the struggles their family fought through, versus something that doesn't hurt because it's obviously not motivated by real racism. That's why the university is portrayed as stupid for suspending Adam over his battle with Prospect. Adam's taunting towards Megaton at the house party leads Ben Grimm into explaining that the battle rap world is a world where anything goes. So the only way to have your feelings not hurt is by keeping your personal life out of it, and by keeping it in act.
Battle rap is not boxing. It's a street fight. You won't just get your jaw broke. You got someone right in your face trying to tear you apart. Your job, your girl, dick pics you sent in high school. It's fair game. That's why I keep my private business actually private. And I never use personals on my opponent neither. I just talk about shooting them.
When Maya breaks up with Adam and Ben lets him stay at his house, Adam learns about his life as a husband, father of a daughter with cystic fibrosis, and a video game designer, Osiris. After seeing so many standard rap battles with strangers, the plot thickens even more by having Adam go up against Ben Grimm, the one he looks up to. Ben trusts that Adam will understand that he doesn't want him to say personal insults in their battle, but at this point, Adam lost his girlfriend who exposed his battle with Prospect, which got him not only suspended from school, but also disowned by his father. He's been living on a bench for weeks. Ever since Adam's first battle, he's stated that winning rap battles has felt like a euphoria.
That audience reaction, it's like heroin.
So after losing everything, Adam decides to break his promise and go savagely brutal on his best friend.
Since I'm a white boy, that he would scare me pale? You can't rep the brothers, Grimm. Your life is a fairy tale.
Wow, Brother Grimm.
You and your wife are on some Boy Meets World shit, and she's at best average. You've been with one bitch your whole life. Don't try to tell me Ben's savage.
He goes absolutely below the belt on personal information about his wife and daughter.
Pimpin' is when you come home and tell your daughter you love her. His real name is Osiris. That's the Egyptian death god, whose wife is Isis, which is perfect, because if he's home late, she'll take his fucking head off. Wherever they go, she makes him pay. The way you stunt to stay in the box, it's like you're David Blaine. But for real, I respect how having a family changed your life's focus, especially after your kid was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. That's why you did this battle, to pay for her care with the funds. So you're putting food in her plate. Too bad you can't put air in her lungs! With every breath she takes, she feels the sting like it's hard labor. She sounds like Darth Vader choking to death in a jawbreaker. The shit she coughs up looks like an abstract painting. She'll probably be an art major. She can't do the most basic parts of living. It's obvious God hates her!
The crowd goes wild in awe of his disses, which is the biggest contrast to Adam's school, who gets offended by the slightest thing. Adam has a whole verse where he makes video game bars, dancing around the diss of him being a video game designer.
Fuck the guns you say you pack, man. The enormous are knocking boots. And when I'm done, I might kill that prostitute like I'm trying to keep my Grand Theft Auto loot. Yeah, she swallows too. She's like Kirby, how she's inhaling every drop. Then I'll do her like Metal Gear and put my Solid Snake in her box. You don't own a Soul Calibur. If you control a gun, it's Nintendo brand. That's why the block won't fill your lines like you were in a Tetris jam. Where are you pulling weapons from? Because you got punked by Megaton without a tech in hand. If you really had those big arms, you would have taken a shot at Mega, man. Now you're probably wondering why I designed these bars about video games for my writtens. It's because this motherfucker designs video games for a living. Tell him the truth. Tell him these gun bars are just bluffing for fame. Tell him what you really mean when you say you making money from the game. You ain't going hard in the gutter. You're dealing with marketing numbers. If you got firepower from the pipe, you're playing Mario Brothers.
The emotional purgation is just perfect. Speaking of which, just when you're convinced Ben and Adam are arch enemies now, Alex Larson adds even more flavor by adding a 2-on-2 rap battle. I just love how even the bars that are supposed to be the losing sides are also really great.
Adam, right? You've been soft half your life. I should grab your mics and jack son. It don't matter if you're black or white.
And what happens after this battle, you may ask? Ben tells Adam that they are no longer friends.
Yeah, I understand. We ain't cool, though.
What about the 2-on-2? We killed it up there.
Look, we cool on some rap shit. I respect your artistry. You can put together some bars. We ain't friends.
This whole movie is an absolute roller coaster. This scene perfectly captures the lesson that Adam had to learn. Put it into perspective. In the beginning, Adam was surrounded by ignorant people, constantly feeling the pressure of not being able to speak his mind or let out any frustrations. Maya was a horrible girlfriend who forced him to be vegan and constantly policed his words. Adam's always admired rap battles, and when he became a battle rapper, huge crowds of people praised him for his ability to put words together in poetic insults.
That audience reaction, it's like heroin.
Since bodying people felt like heroin, Adam used it to cope with all the catastrophes in his life. What he didn't understand is what Ben tells him.
But it's battle rap. You said a bunch of personal stuff about me. Anything goes into battle, right?
Yeah, anything goes. But you think your words ain't got fucking consequences? Everybody calling you out on your shit, my girl, your girl, the whole Berkeley student body. And you keep telling yourself that they just don't understand. So you can feel like a good person. But you know, you need to realize, you're not. You are not a good person. You're a degenerate scumbag. That's where you belong.
Yeah, and it's exactly what Ben Grimm says to Adam at the end there. You know, yeah, anything goes, but you think your words don't have fucking consequences, which is a sentiment I've seen expressed, throughout many battle forums over many years. And so I think what we really wanted to do was to get to that point where what he said had consequences. Where do we find the consequences, and what are those consequences going to be?
Adam didn't understand that battle rap is merely an act, and he's turned it into an outlet for his actual cruelty. And when Ben leaves to go home with his family, Adam tries one last time to save his relationship with Maya.
God, I was so terrible to you, to our friends, to the whole world. The best version of myself, the real version of myself, is when I was with you.
And the plot thickens even more when he asks her to marry him.
Will you marry me?
You want to get married?
Yes. Yes, more than anything else in the world. Yes.
Are you out of your fucking mind? Delete my number, you fucking racist, homophobic, misogynistic fuck, and stay the fuck away from me.
Megaton bodies Shay by saying he has a small penis and by having his girlfriend tell him herself. This movie never runs out of ways to make a rap battle interesting, and it builds up Megaton as a legitimate antagonist. In 8 Mile, Papa Doc was honestly a really weak villain. We only see him rap one time at the beginning, and his disses are typical and mediocre. We see this scrawny, barely an inch taller than B-Rabbit, feeble dude jump B-Rabbit with his goons, and he points a gun at him. And we're supposed to believe that he's this big, unstoppable rapper who's at the top of the hierarchy of rappers. Megaton has some of the craziest raps I've ever heard.
What your name is, but you're gonna be like Kim K after we take this, and I'm gonna be like Ray J since I'm the dickhead that's making you famous. Fuck your life, fuck your wife, fuck your whole entire existence. Man, if I seen Bill Cosby slip your wife a pill in her drink and I was the only eyewitness, I would mind my own business.
In his character introduction, he's the big bully who punches people for getting in his face. He's 6'5", muscular, boxes metal for recreation, and doesn't even let MC Goggles rap when it's his turn.
Yo, check Shut the fuck up. I get the fuck out of here, you little fucking dweeby faggot!
He almost kills the main characters after Shay hooks up with his girlfriend, and all of the several times we see him rap, he absolutely demolishes his opponent. After Shay Leone gives up, Megaton dares anyone to battle him.
Wake the fuck up! Any one of you motherfuckers, little punk-ass chumps! I'll battle any one of y'all at once! Tell Ben what's up! What's up, Mag? What's up, Guns? I'll fuck both of you up!
At this point, Adam has lost everything. He lost his girlfriend, his scholarship, his father, his home, and now his best friend, who was the only light left in his life. Now, after his words made him lose that light, he has only one option left. Coming face to face with the big juggernaut of battle rap, the thing he likes that ruined his life, and he uses his words to win the war. He calls out Megaton by proudly announcing his tough guy persona is a facade. He didn't do anything about his girlfriend being unloyal to him.
You caught shade with your girl and didn't throw a fist at the dude, but you punched someone for getting in your face. But if someone's getting in your bitch, then it's cool? These battlers, they're all soft. They just pull the tough guy shit for the views. Well, I'm all up in your face now, so what the fuck is this bitch gonna do?
And when he punches Adam, Adam gets back up and calls him out for resorting to violence when he loses a battle.
The low love tap? That was real touching. But I just murdered my own friend, so you should know that I don't feel nothing. You tap chins when you know you can't win. You thought you could leave me on the ground? I might have lost a tooth, but fuck it. I just beat you for the crown.
And at this point, Megaton has watched every battle Adam has been in. He's witnessed the trials he's faced, and how he just doesn't quit. He's finally dethroned him, and instead of being a sore loser and walking away like Papa Doc, Megaton raises Adam's arm as the winner, and does a Johnny Lawrence and admires his lyricism.
Yo, you were fucking amazing. Like, seriously incredible. I'm honored to be a part of that shit, bro. Real, I fucking love you, man. Don't worry about it, man. You good.
I've seen this movie 4 times, and this moment gives me goosebumps and chills running down my back every time. Adam has now earned respect by all the battle rappers, and now we're left wondering what he's gonna do now in his personal life after learning the difference between hurtful words and harmless words the bittersweet way. If we were to see what happens in Adam's life after this, it would comment on whether or not he learned his lesson, so it's left for us to decide. And you know for sure that it's supposed to be an ambiguous ending when he says,
And now, I know what my rap name should be. My name is.
My name is. My name is. My name is. It's named Sadie.
I believe that this movie is a perfect movie. I said it. Nobody will ever convince me otherwise. It understands what it's talking about. The vast majority of the jokes land. Everything is executed perfectly, and just when it seems like the movie is leaning towards social commentary more, we get 40 minutes of rap battles. It just goes to show that the movie was carefully crafted with subtle, delicate balance. It's an intense, clever, cinematic, hilarious, and unflinching roller coaster to make society think about the difference between harmless words and hurtful words.